You know how you have one of those four-letter word moments once in a while? Yeah, it happened. We were baling along, and all of a sudden the baler quit turning and started making a bunch of racket and kind of a rumbling noise, and I'm like, well, shoot. Well, that's not really what I said, but you know what I said. Anyway, I got out and I opened the door on the baler, on the side of the baler, and I found out why it quit. And I kind of cleaned it out in the field the other day so I could get done baling. But let me just show you what happened here. Well, actually what happened was not what I thought happened. The twine did just fly over there, but what happened here, let me show you here what happened. So what happened, what I think happened, what I know happened, is this. This ball of twine, this end here, had it tied into the rest of the balls like it's supposed to be, but the wind took this piece out of the ball and run it down out of the box, and it got caught up in this drive chain, and the drive chain took it down and wrapped it all around that shaft to the point where the teeth on the sprocket were covered up and the chain started slipping. So when you think you've seen it all, something else happens. But anyway, today, now, I mean, it was wrapped around there about it was a big old ball. The chains had come clear off the sprockets. About a half of that ball of twine, I'll show you, that much of the twine, that's usually full like this one is. That much of the twine ended up around that shaft and around those sprockets. So today I'm going to have to try, I think I'm going to take this chain clear off here because it's loose now. I had to loosen up the tensioner to even run it because the chain was as tight as it go, because it was clear tight. You could almost play a tune on it because it was wrapped up in a big old ball of twine right here. Anyway, we're gonna have to do something to alleviate that problem because I don't want to do that again. And so I cut it off around that bearing, so I didn't want the bearing getting really hot, with that twine around it. And so anyway, we're gonna have to work on this. I'm gonna try to find the connecting link in this chain and get it taken apart and take that chain off, I think, and see if I can get the rest of that twine off that thing. So we coming. It's a going. what that's done, it's wrapped itself all around the sprockets on the teeth on the sprocket and everything else. I mean, that was a big old ball of melted twine, basically, that ended up there. It got hot and melted, and so there it is. And so now, I don't know, I'm hoping somewhere or another we can get that all out of there. I'm gonna get a screwdriver and some stuff and see if I can get that in a knife or something and see if I can get that cut out of there. I was having a lot of fun running this baler because it was working really good until this happened. And I don't know. The old balers had the twine boxes on the sides, and this new one has it up front here. And I don't know if it's picking up wind, you know, and the wind has pulled that twine out of there like that or what, but I've been baling hay for over 45 years and I've never had this happen. Just really something. I had a John Deere baler once that the chain come apart, the big chain come apart, and it wrapped around that sprocket and tore the tin work off the side of the baler. Had that happen once, and that baler was brand new. And had the John Deere guys come out, and they looked at it and they thought, well, they said, we have concerns about that big long chain there. We don't really have a good plan on how to keep it tight. I'm like, well, okay. Thanks for making me be the test dummy on it, you know. So I had one of the first 530 balers when they come out with the John Deere 530 in the country. And so they had the actual John Deere tech people come. As they say, guys, a little pain, you know, no pain, no gain. That's the way this works. So, you know, we worked here, I don't know, it's been maybe an hour. And, you know, it's just a matter of just doing it. You gotta work at it and get it done. It's all right. I think we got all the twine out of this thing now. So now I'm gonna just put this chain back together, and then I gotta go find some cotter keys for that connecting link. Let's see if we can get this back together. Okay, this has to go up under here. Emily should be getting back here pretty soon. She's mowing my mom's grass over there, which we really appreciate her doing. That thing is stiff. Alright guys, today we're going to go ahead and try to mow some hay here again. We're in a new field that we just rented this year. It's about 80 acres. And we're just going to get started here and see if we can make any progress. See what happens. Every time you get in a new field, you kind of got to pay attention because you never know what you're going to find out in these fields. So we're just going to go kind of slow